Good morning. So, should I use shakes to get in shape? It's a question I had the other day, and it comes up quite a lot actually. And I guess some of the reasons being that there's a lot of difference in opinions surrounding it. Like you got some people saying do the shake diet, and other people having bad experiences with shake diets, saying that they weren't sustainable, want to eat real food, and all of that. And I must admit, I use shakes quite a lot as part of my day, maybe as a meal replacement, as a convenience thing, especially on busy days. Morning, Nikki. If you're coming in, give me a hello. If you're on replay, let me know. If you've just joined us on our Kickstart, let me know, because this has come up a lot actually. And actually, like in terms of like protein shakes, the reason why I do it is it stops me picking a bit. It's quick, filling, nutritious, and I'll come on to that in a second. And like I said, it's just quick and easy. And, you know, in a world where we're go, we're always on the go and saying things like, I haven't got time to plan meals like other people would. I haven't got time to cook all this nutritious foods. Kids, home life, you can probably hear kids screaming in the background. And that's just day-to-day life, like getting ready for school runs, sessions, coaching, all of this. So the question was actually, what do you think of having a few shakes to help me lose weight? And there's no real right or wrong answer with this. And I'm going to go through kind of the pros and cons of this. On the one hand, you've got people saying, eat real food. What is real food? And I love definitions. Like whenever I do any lectures or talks, like say Oxford Brookes University or anything like that, I always go into definitions, because actually when you go into the definitions, quite often nutrition becomes a lot more simple. So what is a real food? And people say, what's natural? Okay, what do you define as natural? Because let's take whey protein. That's naturally found in yogurt, milk, breast milk, dairy. Like that's natural, right? And then, meanwhile, we're eating, say, hummus, saying it's natural, but there's a processing to create the hummus, the mashing of the chickpeas, the oils that are added in, etc. Where do you draw the line? Is peanut butter natural? Is it natural to have all of those peanuts shelled and blended into a nice, if you're like me, crunchy butter? Like, where do you draw the line? I'm not saying these are right or wrong, but when we start to question our definitions and our beliefs about things, it's like, maybe it is real food. And, on the other hand, you've got people saying, you've got to get protein shakes in, it's going to help keep your hunger, etc. And, it's no different to eating a yogurt, to be honest. And with that as well, like we then know from research that, there's some research in terms of diabetes and hunger, that people have protein in their breakfast, whether that's whey or from eggs or a protein shake, subconsciously tend to eat less. Also blood sugar levels more under control, perhaps, especially whey protein, just perhaps because of its fast digesting in terms of protein, easily absorbed, but it doesn't spike your blood sugar levels. Therefore, you get a little bit of it helps with the insulin and control of your blood sugar levels, which will also control your hunger as well. So let's have a look at the pros of this. And number one is obviously, morning Kath, is obviously the convenience of having a protein shake. Like, perfect. If you hate preparing food, if you hate weighing foods, if in terms of, if it's not perfect, like I've got the healthiest breakfast in the world, you go into this effort mindset. What a great thing to have if you're on the go or just really busy. It takes no time whatsoever. However, I'm obviously going to promote more whole food. So what you could go for more so is like making your own one, if you didn't want to go for a pure protein shake. So what I mean by that is, instead of a meal replacement, you could make your own kind of protein-based smoothie. And this is onto my number two, which is the quality of nutrition. People worry about deficiencies if I have a shake or the same breakfast. Let's put it this way. Most breakfasts, like cereals, are fortified with vitamins, aka you're basically having something that isn't very nutritious, which has had lots of multivitamins put into it, essentially, like B vitamins, etc. So you're basically having something like a pit corn with a multivitamin tablet, if you're having cornflakes, argument's sake, in simple terms. So if you think about it, having a protein shake is technically more natural, you could argue, if you make it like this. So this is an example. It could be 250 mils of milk or almond milk, whatever your preference is, a scoop of chocolate protein powder or vanilla, whatever you want it, a handful of frozen berries or a frozen banana. done. You can even add a little bit of chia seed or peanut butter, and you've got some lots of natural goodness in there. And you can even add like frozen spinach. You probably wouldn't even taste it, if I'm honest, because you just whiz it all up. And even there, you've got 2 of your 5 a day, and in a shake really quickly, protein hit, which is going to be higher protein than, say, most cereals or anything like that. It's quick and easy. So, in fact, you could argue that you're actually getting more nutrition out of having a shake here. The other one that often comes up is, are shakes natural? And like I said, like whey is found in cow's milk, yogurt, dairy. So, just like, if you look at vegan protein powders, is that natural? They just isolate the protein from peas, soybeans. And I always say with things like this, what is natural? I could go on this all day, because, we might talk about eating natural food, but then it only takes a Friday night, we're having a takeaway and, hydrogenated oils, and only takes a weekend and we're having, chocolate, etc., all of this. Where do we draw the line? Food science has come on massively, and I believe that we should use it for all it has. It works both ways. It's made food delicious, tasty, convenient, and perhaps high in sugar, high in fat in some cases, but at the same time, we're able to also isolate good nutrients into ways that can make it more convenient and easy for us as well. So that is pretty much a summary of it. And on Thursday this week, I'm going to be going over inside our private support group, a Q&A, which we do as part of our Kickstart, how you would go about putting these into a meal plan, a structure that I call it like the human diet, if you like if you are busy, if you're on the go, how you might use this. Now, I'm not saying you have to use shakes for this. You could just replace the calories with it. Like, for example, instead of using milk, use yogurt, and then you've got yogurt, berries, protein, done. You can replace this with food, but it's just about, really, the key thing is here, can you add structure? Can you take away the number of decisions that you have to make across the day? The fewer decisions you have to make, the less willpower you use, generally the better results you're going to have. So I hope that helps. Any questions on that, do let me know. If you want more information about our Kickstart program, Chippenham, Marlborough, Devizes, just comment below Kickstart and I'll get you the details. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon.